It suits some draw. He miscues it. And Geelong have it covered, but Taylor drops an easy one. Cloak had it for a moment. Anthony. Dick got there quickly after the kick. And now it's Johnson, and it's first blood to the Magpies.
Gee, what about Dick? He had that shot in for goal, and then he just followed up and was able to receive a handball, then give a handball. And you see Johnson write a picture. He's dropped out of the huddle and said, if we can win it, I've got some space to work in. And they get it to him, and he
past the centre square.
Very wobbly start from the Cats, and Collingwood have this covered too. Swan. And he goes for territory. A long ball in the Brown direction. Harley with him. And Harley has support, but Brown to O'Brien from a long way. A long ball. A lovely ball. Collingwood second.
Interesting game of chess going on here in the forward line. They've got Lee Brown on screen, who's trying to get the job on Scarlett. Scarlett's rolling back at every opportunity, but what Lee Brown's doing well, he's still a forward. He's still got to play that role, and he's getting hold of the footy and making sure that he contributes, even though at the moment he can't get the match up. Finish from O'Brien was sensational.
Harry O'Brien, magnificent, playing in the back line, pushed up forward, started on Gary Ablett, and have a look at that. What a wonderful start. Free kicks. Joel Selwood just ducks the head, shrugs the opposition, often gets the free.
As Otten's dropping into a hole for a shot in the grand final last year. Here's a tester. That's not bad off the boot. That is a beauty. And the Cats are away.
Heathshaw, make sure that Heathshaw's not the rebounding defender that he does so well.
Ottens again. Mooney found a little opening. Just dragged off the kick. Burns close to goal. Rook lurking. Shaw though for Collingwood. Rook is with him every centimetre of the way, and that might be out on the full.
Geelong ball.
Misadventure for Collingwood. Burns to take it, left footer.
Yeah, well, that's why Milburn raced to get it. Milburn said, I'm a right footer. Better for me on this angle than you, son.
Although they bend them back so well these days that you sometimes wonder which is the preferable side.
Look at Stevie Johnson saying, give it to me.
Ever told him to get out, I think.
And Burns does bend it back and kicks a beauty.
Davis to the ball.
Yeah, Mackie playing on Leon Davis. Leon Davis very quiet last week early, just 2 touches so far.
This is where the Cats have bunched about 30 out from goal. Mooney intent on the man, not so much the ball. Nice work from Hawkins, who enjoys the wet. Sets up Chapman, who does the rest.
Well, I'm glad Paul Chapman.
Second quarter then with Geelong by 10. Cameron Ling has been busy, prolific in fact. His 9th disposal sends Geelong deep. Hawkins again helping out. Chapman's got a lot to thank him for.
How about Tom Hawkins? Tom Hawkins, sensational. He set Chapman up with a goal in the first quarter. Fast break here, good ruck work. They are getting killed in the clearances, Collingwood. And have a look at Hawkins. Just sets it up for Chapman and says, here you go. I'll gift wrap the second goal for you.
Clearances are 16-6 and ominous signs with Paul Chapman in round 3. Had 35 possessions, kicked 4. He's already got 2 early ones. Is it too simple to say they wouldn't mind having Josh Fraser?
Squeezing his way out. Ling. Now Burns. Corralled by Goldsack, but with enough space to go in the Hawkins direction. And can he hang on? He does. He outpointed the Oldster. And he's been good.
Well, he hasn't had a kick, Tim, but he's set up goals. He's had 3 handballs. Lovely tap to advantage to Chapman. This will be his first kick of the game.
Well, 2 years ago, of course, Nathan Ablett was the extra tall. Last year it was Tom Lonigan. Tom Hawkins' time appears to be coming. Here's a moment for him from outside 50. Hoisting it long and high. Long enough. Just about. Indeed it is. He is putting a mark on this game.
Tuvey goes in. Breeze turn. Swan darts away and fends off the Steve Johnson tackle. Taylor and Cloak. Fell nicely for Cloak, who did well, and now gives Lee Brown another opportunity. Oh, he followed the ball beautifully in the air and gets 50.
Well done, Travis Cloak here on the wing, and he's helped set up this goal for the Pies. Good effort by Lee Brown. Not easy to mark a ball coming over your head like that.
Well, surely he'll kick it. He does. Lovely Chapman, who has some issues, has to kick with his left boot. It all ends up for the best. And now Geelong have got the Lucy at half-back.
They're out here.
Yeah, Barco can take it. He can use Joel Corey, who can storm through the middle of the MCG if he so chooses. A bounce and then an empty goal square to consider. Ablett. Was there a free? I reckon there was.
Gee, this has been interesting. I want to see this because I'm not sure that Harry O'Brien brought Ablett to ground. I had a feeling that it was the opposite. I have a feeling that Ablett pulled O'Brien to ground. We'll have a look at it, but I reckon Harry might be entitled to be pretty angry about this.
Well, he'll be more angry now.
Try to nail someone with a short one.
Very
He's got that much
conservative
skill.
Very conservative type, Rob.
Oh, yeah.
Here he goes. No, he doesn't play on. He goes into the pocket. Attracts about 4 pies. It was pretty easy picking. But Maxwell, wished he didn't play on.
Tell you what, Hawkins has been a revelation with his work, his 1%ers, his intelligence. And that is just fantastic for a power forward to do that sort of thing.
Had one shot at goal, Tom Hawkins. I reckon it's the best kick I've ever seen him launch. He just nailed it, Rob, from about 55. See if he can replicate that again.
Set shots for Tom Hawkins this year. 26 goals, 14. Goals are like gold at the moment. Straight kicks are anyway. And it was a pretty good example, and it worked back late to sneak in for another. Everyone's getting a little antsy. McCaffer. Oh, Wojcinski. He is playing out of his skin at the moment. Taylor for Scarlett. Lost his pants and the football.
Yeah, well done, Tarkin Lockyer. And that is what they need to get themselves back into this contest. We saw just seeing that prior opportunity. Went to ground with the ball, but before that it was Dale Thomas in the contest who puts Scarlett under pressure as well. And that's the sort of thing that can get you back into the game. Some momentum, chasing and running Scarlett down.
Well, Tarkin Lockyer, I heard him say last week, did you have plenty of confidence in Jack Anthony having that final shot for goal? And he said, yeah, but I could have done it.
Yeah, 19 goals, 5 for the year from set shots. Says he could have done it. That didn't look good for Steve Johnson, but that looks great for Collingwood and Tarkin Lockyer. Collingwood have been inside 55 more times than Geelong, but Geelong have had 62 more disposals. Very labour intensive, and it falls for Didak. And off the right boot, he does the right thing.
This is just what they needed, the Pies.
Space near goal for Geelong to try and manoeuvre something. Johnson and Chapman. Johnson twists away from his teammate. Corey, Mackie. Just improvised. Johnson now should finish this one. And he does.
Andrew Mackie, brilliant.
Ling and Swan. And Ling this time prevails. What a struggle between them. 15 to Ling, 12 to Swan.
Divak's gone over the mark. It's the correct call by umpire McLaren.
Gee, it's a big 50 too.
And it looks like he's just about exhausted, the ump. That is a long 50. That's closer to 70.
That's a monster.
That is.
Well, that's okay, but can they finish off? Because Cam Mooney's had a couple of opportunities in this game.
It might favour Collingwood to have him closer to goal.
Well, he's had 6 kicks, no handballs, 2 behinds.
The nerves are a-jangling. They're feeling a little better now, though.
took the mark on the other side of the wing and just bolted 120 metres across the ground.
He's looking to construct something with a teammate here. Started his career as an elusive half-forward flanker, but doesn't think he can go the journey. Joel Corey. Instant play on. Instant success.
Set it up so well.
Haven't made many takeaways like this. Keeps the movement happening. Rook up. Hawkins down, but a quicker, smaller man down, McCaffer. Still it comes Geelong's way. Bartel quickly into space, running for it, Burns. He's a speedster and he's a goalster.
And Tim, you've got to go back.
Maxwell to O'Brien. Just got away from Joel Corey and around Cameron Mooney. And he goes for Brown, and it was well played.
He's been honestly, Brown.
Long way out. Their only hope is McCaffer. And he did it well. Just might resuscitate the Magpies. Probably the last score of the quarter. Brent McCaffer puts it through. Desperately needed for Collingwood.
4 bounces. And he affects the switch, but not quite as he intended. It's all ahead of Geelong here. Varco, clear head, and cleans them up. Actually in front by 5 in the clearance situation. They come away again through Ling. Sets a bit of a task for Mooney here in open spaces. The turnover could have proved costly. Instead, though, they maintain possession as they do so well. Corey orders Hawkins just to protect him and get away, which he does. Trying to contrive to get Bartel to take the mark, which he very nearly did. He knew Chapman was nearby, opened up the pathway, and Chapman did the rest. Jack Anthony's going to have to beat 3 here. And it's the number 3 that changes all that. Bartel off to Scarlett. Ablett takes the mark. Selwood demanding it across the face. Cats fans would love to see him land one from outside 50. Missed one that could have counted early. Gives it plenty. And the Cats fans are smiling in September.
He got absolutely pummeled in the 2007 grand final. And it's happened again tonight.
Joel Corey gets off the chain. And he'll do the team thing. Earmark the kick for the top of the goal square. Tom Hawkins still keen on that tally. Leaves the path for Wojcinski. Chapman. They're warming up for next week now.
The Magpies by. But Geelong will play in a 3rd consecutive grand final for the 2nd time in the club's history. Bartel thought about going, changed his mind and delivered to Chapman. 31 goals a year for the last 5 seasons. In only one of them has he been under 30, and that year he kicked 29. And he's done it at an accuracy of 65%. And tonight his accuracy's been 100%. He has 4.
Oh, he is. He's sad.
Wellingham. Oh, Varco. Blake for Blake. The Geelong fans will get a kick out of this.
Got Justin Madden all over it.
Oh, look at this, going to go all the way. More for Chapman.
Well, he'll go back and kick his 5th goal, and that'll be 34 goals, 15 for the season. And he just makes the most of his opportunities. And what about Mark Blake? How good was that?
So this time Blake sets up Chapman, who pops it through for his 5th. More high fives for the Geelong players and the Geelong fans. Such is the modern way. So they wind it down. Finally a kick to a contest. And the siren sounds. Geelong will meet St Kilda in a VFL-AFL Grand Final for the first time ever. Our appetites have been whetted.